The rotary stability test. Now for this test, a simple 2x4, 2x6 is going to work just fine, or you can imagine one. Essentially, what we're looking for is just getting Janelle positioned correctly. The board really doesn't have a whole lot to do with the exercise. So what we want to do is we want to get Janelle positioned so that we've got her knees are going to be directly underneath her hips, and her wrists are going to be directly underneath her shoulders. Okay? And then we're going to want to have a nice neutral alignment all the way through. You can see we've got a really good neutral alignment from the hip, the shoulders, and to the head. That's a good neutral alignment. Now what we're going to be looking for here is her ability to maintain stability through her core. Okay? And what she's going to do is we're going to have her go, since we're on this angle, we're going to have her go her left hand and her right leg, and she's going to extend them both at the same time. And what we're looking for essentially is her ability to maintain stability. There's no rocking. Go ahead and bring your elbow towards your knee. Can she make contact? Clearly she can make contact. And if we come around, we can actually look from the front and see, do another repetition, Janelle. Is she able to maintain good stability without excessive rotation? Now, of course, she's got a little nervous, but she's fine there. So that's going to be a good score there. Now, we often get confused, is to score this so that we're being consistent. Since her left hand is the one that moved, we're going to call this the left side. Okay? Now, you can see that Janelle was pretty darn stable through that movement. So we're going to go ahead and automatically give her a 2. If she was falling, if she was rocking quite a bit, if she couldn't, really twisting, she couldn't quite do it, if she couldn't get her elbow to touch her knee, that would be a score of a 1. Okay? Let's go ahead and do the other side. And we'll get a couple different angles here. So you can see, once again, you can go at a faster pace, just a more normal pace. Janelle can clearly get the knee and the elbow together, and she can maintain good stability throughout. So she's clearly going to get a 2 there. Now, there is a way to score 3 on this assessment. To be quite honest with you, there's only a couple of people I've ever seen do this. And they're quite advanced, and I know that Janelle's not going to be able to do it. It's kind of funny, actually, when you actually try to do this. I personally can't do it either. And it's really not that important, especially for the workouts that we're going to be doing. In fact, we're not going to choose too many workouts that this test is going to affect. But in order, if you want to try it for yourself, it's kind of a good assessment, is Janelle's going to try to move both the right hand or right arm and the right leg at the same time without completely leaning over to the side. So you can see it's very challenging, okay? So Janelle clearly is not going to score a 3 on that particular assessment, and that's okay. So as far as the score, you go ahead and you're done. As far as the scoring is concerned, so once again, if she couldn't stabilize through the motion, or she couldn't bring the knee and the elbow together, then that's going to be a 1. Being able to do the movement with some proficiency, smooth, connecting, that's going to be a 2. If you can do same side, right arm, right leg, solid without completely leaning over to the side to make it happen, okay, which is very rare, that's going to be a 3. Keep in mind, ultimately we're looking for 2s on all the assessments. When we get 3s, hey, that's great, but not necessary for the type of exercising workouts that we're going to be doing. So that's how you score the rotary stability. Now, there is one caveat. We're going to kick this out of the way, and we're going to do what's called the posterior rocking clearing test. And let's have you turn sideways, Janelle. And essentially, this can negate her score. So if she scored a 2, which she did, or even a 3, and this particular test causes pain, then we're going to negate the score and put it as a 0, and we're going to refer her out. So we're just going to put her back into that position. No, go ahead, go into the actual position where you started, okay? So she's in that position, and we're going to have her rock back. This is a posterior rocking clearing test. Some people call this a child's pose in yoga, and we're going to look and we're going to find out, do we have any discomfort or pain when we perform that exercise, particularly in the lower back area? No. No, the answer is no. Janelle actually loves the child's pose. It feels wonderful, okay? We do occasionally find someone who, when they go into that rocking position, they feel pain, excessive stretching in that lower back, and that's going to be an issue when we look at exercises that are really going to challenge the core stability. If you have that, you're going to want to avoid those exercises, and you'll see that when we're lining up the exercises, and you're going to want to check yourself out with either a physical therapist or a chiropractor to see what's going on there. That's the rotary stability.